Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the Money Down Podcast. Money Down Podcast. It's your boy Gator the GOAT. It's your boy Gator the GOAT. And this right here, week one, Florida Gators depth charts was released. Florida Gators depth charts was released, and we got a couple of breaking newses for a whole lot of people out here that didn't think certain people will be in certain positions. Well, guess what? They is. We're going to go ahead and start with my quarterback, Graham MERTZ, MERTZ. Year five, and he's in year 2 up under Billy Napier's offense and year 2 out of the portal. If we go back and look at all of the quarterbacks in their year two, that's when they are prolific. That's when they are at their highest. That's when they perform their best. Whether you go back to Bo Nix, you go back to Joe Burrow, you go back to Michael Penix last year, these guys do even better in year 2. Even Jordan Travis, year 2, year 3, when he get multiple years in out of that portal, they just perform better. Graham MERTZ last year, every bit of 3,000 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I expect that number to go up more. I expect every bit of 3,500 yards, 30 touchdowns, and still 5 or less interceptions. MERTZ, followed up by DJ Lagway, the number 1 quarterback in the nation. Then I'm going to head over to my running backs. You guessed it. Montrell Johnson, not injured. Number 1, going to be in the game. Been eating up yards for the past 3 years up under Billy Napier. 4 if you want to count Louisiana Lafayette. Monster running back. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody was worried. You don't have to worry anymore. Montrell Johnson, starting lineup at running back, followed up by Trayon Webb. I go to my tight ends. I got Arlis Borderham. She's been having a sensational offseason. And on the other side, we got Hayden Hanson. Then we're going to go to my right tackle, Cameron Waits. He's back. Cameron Waits, he's back. Anybody that's a Florida Gator fan already know what I mean when I say he's back. Yes, we're excited about that. Right side is finna be locked down. Yes, it is. We got Damian George Jr. right next to him. It's getting big over here. Jake Slaughter, quarterbacking in the middle, center. Let's point it out, Jake. Let me know it's real, Jake. Najee Harris right there to the left side, along with Austin Barber. Then we're going to get to my wide receivers. Returning. True freshman All-American. Number 3, Trey Wilson III. Prolific. I expect him to have another big season. 10-plus touchdowns with 1,000 receiving yards. 1,000 receiving yards. We're not going to shortchange Kyle Pitts, or you already know. I'm not going to shortchange now one of them. But Kadarius Toney or Kyle Pitts. But the last 1,000-yard receiver that I had is Taylor Jacobs. We shortchanged Kyle Pitts and Kadarius Toney because we didn't have full seasons. But I believe Trey Wilson is going to be the next 1,000-yard receiver at the University of Florida. Shimray Dyke and Elijah Badger. I'm bringing in Shimray from Wisconsin. He played along with MERTZ, so he gets his security blanket, and along with a deep threat with Elijah Badger. I'm bringing that in. So once you start bringing the defense up and try to figure out what you're going to do with Trey Wilson and Montrell Johnson, don't let 6 get behind you. Don't let 17 get behind you. And when I start rotating them, and I'm putting in Aiden Menzel, and I'm putting in Marcus Burke, and I'm putting in Khalil Jackson that y'all seen last year, that proceeded to have a breakout year, don't let them get behind you. My offense is going to be very, very effective this year. Big plays should be on the way. Let's swing over to my defense. Number 1, Justice Boone. It's Boone time. Boom back. He got hurt before the season started last year. A lot of people don't know how bad that affected us with moving pieces, having to move Tyreek Sapp, putting him in a position that he hadn't actually been practicing the entire year. And guess what? I need you to play that position today. Not no more. Justice Boone back his Boone time. Followed up by Cameron James. Then we're going to have Desmond Watson and Cam Jackson at my nose tackles. Nothing's coming up the middle. I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. My goal line defense is going to be tenacious. Caleb Banks, Joy Slackman. Joyce, I brought in Caleb Banks. Is in his second year out of the transfer portal out of Louisville. I got Joy Slackman coming out of Penn, one of the best top 2 defensive linemen in the transfer portal. I also had the number 5 overall transfer portal class in the country on paper. So let's keep that in mind. TJ Searcy could have been a true freshman All-American last year. We're going to see what he got this year. We're going to have him out there off the ripper in the starting lineup. Shamar James, back off injury. People try to act like they forgot how great he was when he was a freshman. Once he go down on the injury, we don't know how good he is. He's back. He'll show you. Right next to him, Pup Howard, followed up by Derek Wingo, Miles Graham, Aaron Childs. We're going to have at our Sam, George Gums. Let's go and let's ride. Star position, Sharif Denson. But he came in with that recruiting class that we all sat back and looked and realized how great of a DB recruiting class it was. Sharif Denson has the starting position at star. He's been running around chasing Trey Wilson all summer long, all spring long, battling every single day with one of the best wide receivers in the country. Jason Marshall and Devin Moore. I don't know if I want to say that that's just 2 islands. Hey, man, listen. I'm not tooting my own horn. If it's 2 islands, then it's 2 islands. Jason Marshall is in his senior year. Devin Moore is in his junior year. Devin Moore is more physical. Jason Marshall is more technical. But followed up by them 2 guys, I got Dijon Johnson and I got Jakeem Jackson that also came in them recruiting classes with Sharif Denson. See what I'm talking about? And I also got Grimsley as a transfer coming from Alabama. Never played, not 1 down. Probably went to 2 or 3 practices. Then I get on to my safeties. Ozzie Turner came from Washington, played in the national championship. I got him starting also with another true freshman All-American, Jordan Castile. And in rotation, I have Bridges transferring from Oregon, and I will also have DJ Douglas transferring from Tulane. If you did your homework, you'll also know how big of an impact those guys are because they bring so much depth and high quality to the defense. Ron Roberts will probably be up in that booth. If you don't know who Ron Roberts is, he came from Auburn last year, and Auburn played in a lot of big games last year, and the defense kept them in a whole lot of games. 2021, he was the defensive coordinator, inside linebacker coach at Baylor, where they beat BYU, Texas, Oklahoma State on their way to winning a Big 12 championship and making it to the Sugar Bowl, and also beating Lane Kiffin in the Sugar Bowl and holding him to 7 points. That's Ron Roberts. If you needed any type of insight on that, he will be assisting my coach Armstrong, who likes to put pressure on the offense. So I'm just here to tell y'all it's going to be fun this year. It's going to be real fun this year to watch Ron Roberts sit up there and talk that talk with Armstrong, with all of that depth on that defense and all that speed on that defense and all of them returning players with high quality on that defense. It's going to get serious out here, man. A lot of people wanted to look at that schedule, but they didn't pay attention to the depth charts. They looked at our schedule and automatically assumed, oh, man, they went 5-7 last year. Look at their schedule this year. It's the toughest in the entire country that we've ever seen in college football history. But if you look at the actual roster and break it down fully, hey, we here all year. Just line it up. Games got to get played. And guess what? Lies have been told. Murder MERTZ. Let him off the leash. Baby, let's rock. This is Money Down Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe. We talk sports. We talk ball. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. This is Gator the GOAT. You'll also be seeing Prez the Professor and Dre the Gambler. Money Down Podcast, man. Subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. Yeah.